like you can let me know, or when you go, let me know if it pops up.
Oh yeah.
Will be claimed.
We might done.
Uh-huh. You got it, brother. I heard
Hey,
you
I can
got it.
share it. I can share it now, or do I gotta wait?
Once it pops up, it should. I mean, it should be good
Okay.
though. Yeah. All right, shalom, shalom.
So one.
First and foremost, want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
the Bonasar apostles, elders, that great millstone who do rule and teach well. And peace and salutations to all you Akim out there pushing this truth across the four winds so we can seal the elect and make it to the kingdom. All right, we are the brethren of the Great Millstone branch here in Wisconsin. All right, Lord willing, coming out to feed the body and edify the sheep in all spirit, faith, truth, sincerity, and doctrine. All right. Now you see the title, all right, of today's lesson or live. All right, the uproars of the people. All right, that's really what's going on right now, man. All right, so we wanted to go into that, and link it to the scriptures, link it to prophecy. All right, because that's really what people are, experiencing right now. All right, prophecy is reality, and reality is prophecy. It's nothing you can run away from, man. Okay, and the men of the Lord, starting with our apostles and Apostle Tahar, the apostles and elders and elder bishops on down, have been telling you for years, man, for decades, man. All right, that this was going to happen, man. All right, and guess what? It's only going to get worse. All right. Oh, you got something? You got
Okay. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, and verse 3, and it reads, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time."
That's right. The vision represents the prophecies. All right. It's what you're seeing now. Okay. All right. The Lord gave us the eye so we can see it. All right. Before it happened, and now you're living in it. You got it.
But at the end it shall speak and not lie.
And it's speaking, man. All right. Not only is it speaking, it's screaming right now, man. All right. It's screaming at you people right in your faces, man. All right. This is the reality, man. Prophecy. All right. Why? Because thus saith the Lord. All right. The Lord said it first, and he put His words in our mouths. All right. The men of the Lord. All right. His servants, His prophets, to come out and profess it to you. All right. And guess what? Now it's coming. It's coming to fruition, man. It's coming to pass. Hey, Bob Shuck, you can grab Ezekiel 33 verse 33.
This is Habakkuk 2 and 3. "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, but it will surely come. It will not tarry."
Yeah, because guess what, man? For the longest, like I mentioned earlier, man. All right, the prophets, starting with the apostles of Great Millstone on down. All right, have been out there for decades, man, letting you know about the mark of the beast, letting you know about on the uproars of the people, Jacob's trouble. You see, all of these different things, man, all of these different prophecies that were going to come upon 2/3 of our people, man. All right, and because it wasn't happening, right, they refused to believe it. But now it's happening, man. All right, now you got Jake talking about the mark of the beast.
Right. Right.
You got Christian pastors going in talking about trying to break down prophecies.
Right. Trying to break down Revelation 16 and Revelation 13.
Okay. 33 and 33, last verse. Well, matter of fact, on that, if you can hold that,
Yep.
go up to I believe 31. Yeah, start there.
And this is Ezekiel 33 and 31, and it reads, "And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them."
Guess what? You sound like a human, bro. You sound like an AI, man.
They will not do
You
them.
can read it again. So like,
This is Ezekiel 33 and 31. "And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them."
who's the they? It's talking about 2/3 of our own people. All right, 2/3 of our own people. They get on our comment section. They walk past camp. They walk past. Look. You got 2/3 of our own people seeking the Lord, but they walk past the Lord every camp day, man.
Right.
They scroll past the Lord every on YouTube, man. Every time they come across a video, man. They scoff at the Lord, man. All right.
So they hear it, they swipe.
Yeah, right. I don't want to hear that.
Or they scoff.
I had one of my aunties tell me that, man, like 7 years ago, man. So as soon as I walked through my cousin's door, I didn't know she was there. But as soon as she saw me, she rolled her eyes and said, "I don't want to hear that Bible shit." But hey, these people, all right, They hear us, it sounds good to them, right? Yeah, the white man is a devil, right? Yeah, the black woman is a demon. You know, they hear it, but they will not hearken.
For with their mouth they shew much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness.
That's right, man. Their heart goeth after whatever lust that the Lord, what that the world has them in, man. All right, you know, they continue to eat pork. They continue to worship Caesar Borgia, man. You know, after we break it down to them and let them know, no, man. According to Revelation chapter 1, man, our Lord and Savior's name was not Jesus, man. All right, it's Yahweh Shai.
Right.
All right, and he was a so-called black man. If he was here today, he would look like this brother, okay, but with white woolly hair, man. Okay, you see. But our people still want to worship Santa Maria and and all of these other different gods, man. All right.
Ezekiel 33 and 32, and it reads, and lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that hath a pleasant voice.
That's right. It sounds good to them, right?
And can play well on an instrument. For they hear thy words, but they do them not.
They do them not, right? See, they don't want to repent. They don't want to hearken, man. All right. Jake walked past all the time. Jake just walked past.
Yep.
Right.
They looked and they kept going.
Yeah, they looked and they kept going, man. All right. But it's cool, man. All right, because guess what? The Lord is only seeking for a remnant. Papa Shot, if you can grab that, you can hold that. But
Come.
the remnant. Yeah, So the Lord is only coming back for a small few left of his people, man. Okay, the true worshipers, man. All right, of the nation of Israel. You keep moving.
And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them.
That's right. And guess what? Hey, a lot of our people are actually noticing, right? They probably ain't saying nothing about it, right? But they're noticing that, hey, look, a prophet have been among us, man.
Yep.
Okay. Right. With those guys with the garments on, holding the Bible, yelling and screaming. All right. They were right.
Yep.
You see? And if you don't know, you soon will know. Okay.
That's what I was gonna say. It's going to take for these the things that are happening in the earth for Esau Edom to come down on Jake in order for them to turn back to the Lord, or to take heed to the prophets that's been telling them that he's coming down on them. You see, the Lord blessed us with the ears, and he let us understand who was our enemy, and told us to watch out for him and to warn his people of that enemy. And we're here trying to warn you of this enemy, but you still walk by like you don't hear us. So when Esau Edom come down on you, when he start bringing the military in the streets like they're doing all over the country, you're gonna look at us like, oh damn, you know what, they was right, but it's gonna be too late for you.
That's right.
It takes you gotta whoop Jake in order for them to listen. So Esau Edom is gonna be used as that whipping stick to you 2/3. You see?
What's that scripture where it talks about even though they're gonna go through the scourges, they're still not gonna return?
I know which one you're talking about. I can't think of it, but I'm gonna get you with this one. This is the book of Romans, chapter 9, and verse 27, and it reads, Isaiah also cried concerning Israel, though the number of the children of Israel be as the sand of the sea, the remnant shall be saved. You see? So it's saying the remnant is going to be saved. Israel is considered, like you said, like the scripture said, as the sand of the sea. You might have said innumerable.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't put a number on it.
That's right.
But the Lord is not coming for the entire house of Israel. Okay? It's only coming from that remnant. As you see, it says a remnant shall be saved. Okay?
That's right.
Get it?
No, I didn't get it.
All right, so and that remnant is the ones that's going to actively take heed to the word that's being put out. You see, I had Salakia. Let me get this real fast while the brother's still looking at his precept, because the scriptures. Oh no, it was going into he had made the watchman. Yep.
I believe that's Ezekiel.
Yep, Ezekiel 3.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, man, because what you're seeing right now, what you're witnessing, man, all right, is a prophecy, man. Okay, all right. And just like it's mentioned, all right, the angel in the book of Revelation mentioned to John the Revelator, okay, that we're both, all right, the angels and the angels on the earth, which are the prophets, are coming in the spirit of Yahweh Shai, which is the spirit of prophecy, man. Okay? And that's how you know a prophet, man. If they're coming in the spirit of, oh, I come in the spirit of the Lord. Well, you got to explain prophecy, man. Explain what's going on over in the land of Israel, man. Okay? Explain what's happening over here in America, man. All right? If you can't do that, then you're not a prophet, man.
Yep. And it entails filtering your reality through the scriptures. See, that's the whole understanding of prophecy. See, in Matthew the 24th chapter, what did the Lord say? After you see all these signs come to pass, but the end is not yet. You see, roughly paraphrasing, and we're seeing these signs now. So it has to be Bible prophecy, you know. I don't know why it's not. Mess with it.
God. Well, can you grab you got something?
I got Matthew 10 and 33. It's Matthew 10 and 33. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's Matthew 10 and 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace but a sword.
That's right, man. The Lord didn't come to send peace on the earth, man. All right, you know, because you got a lot of Christians that believe that. They believe that who they call Jesus, all right, which his real name is Yahweh Shai, like he's going to come back. What you must forget that one scripture where it says he's going to come back with his rebuke and flames of fire. You know, because this is really how the Lord is going to come back. But you got Christians that believe that who they call Jesus, right, or Yahweh Shai, his real name Yahweh Shai, is going to come back, man, and just unite the whole world, and then we're all just going to walk into heaven, man. That's not going to happen, man. You know, and all the bad people are going to go to hell, right?
Right. See, you know, that's why the scriptures say, to what end is it to you? You know, and that's more so talking about the Christians. Because they talk about the day of the Lord. They talk about think they know who the Lord is and what He's about. You see, so the Lord said, what into it is you? Well, we'll not get that one too, but I got what you got. Yep. This is Isaiah 66 and 15, and it reads, "For behold, the Lord Yahweh will come with fire, and with His chariots like a whirlwind."
And how would the Lord come? The Lord's going to send His Son. All right, Yahweh Shai. All right, remember, the scripture says what? A day to the Lord, all right, it's like 1,000 years, man, down here. Okay, so technically, what, 2,000 years? Yahweh Shai's only been gone for 2 days.
Yep.
Okay, and look at everything that has happened to His people, man.
Right.
All right, so hell yeah, He's coming back pissed, man. All right, even at 2/3 of His own people, man. You got it.
God. It says, "For behold, the Lord Yahweh will come with fire, and with His chariots like a whirlwind, to render His anger with fury and His rebuke with flames of fire."
Yeah, rebuke means correction. All right, and guess what? This earth right now, all right, under the management of Esau, Edom, the wicked, all right, it's in dire need of correction, man. All right, and that's what Yahweh Shai is going to come back and do, man. All right, the scriptures call Him what? The King of Kings, because He's going to collect the crowns, man. All right, especially Esau, man. He's going to snatch the crown off of Esau, man. And then
every other,
we're gonna put yokes of iron on them, man.
Yep.
You know,
and every other nation that would think that they're next.
Right.
See,
right. President Putin, you coming too, man.
Right.
All right.
Verse 16. "For by fire and by His sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many."
That's right. And guess what? And guess how He's gonna do that with that sword, man. All right. He's gonna do it by thermonuclear warheads, man. You know, He's gonna do it by nuclear warheads, man. Okay.
Right.
Hey, look, these nations aren't making these or sharpening their swords when it comes to nuclear technology for nothing, man.
Right.
Okay, it's gonna be used, man. All right, and most of them is gonna be used what? Right here in Babylon the Great.
That's right.
Matter of fact, you got something?
No, I was gonna say.
I got one.
You got one? Go ahead.
This is Luke 12 and 49, and it reads, and this is red letter, "I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it be already kindled?"
So like, you read that again?
Yeah, this is Luke 12:49, red letter. "I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it be already kindled?"
So like it one more time. So like it, bro.
This is Luke 12 and 49, and it reads, "I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it be already kindled?"
That's right, man. The Lord is already coming. Well, we just read about that fire, man. Okay. which is going to be thermonuclear fire, all right, and also the concentrated laser beams, all right, coming out of the chariots of the Lord, right, upon the wicked, all right. But Baba Shah, can you read that last part one more time, Baba Shah?
And what will I if it be already kindled?
God, what if it's already going to be kindled, man? Okay, right now you're seeing it kindling up, man. Okay, all right. The world is already on fire, man. All right. It's not just riots and uproars of the people happening here in America, but it's all over the world, man. You got in Paris, you got in protests in Australia.
Yep, I think it was.
You know?
Did it show London too?
Yeah. London. You know.
Yep.
All right. So hey, look, this is how the world is already on fire, man. Okay. And guess what? That fire is only gonna increase, man.
Right.
Okay. Guess what, man? There's gonna be more uproars of the people looting, all right, killing each other, all right, for the lack of bread. We're gonna get that too. We're gonna hop in the second.
So all you people that think that it's gonna go back to normal, it's not.
It's not.
It's not. It's never gonna go back to normal. It's just gonna continuously get worse. All right. It's gonna continuously get worse. So you can you can pray for the best, but we praying for the worst. See, we're praying for the worst because we know what's the end goal, you know. And that's Yahweh Shai coming back and taking down and setting up his kingdom on earth. And his men, the hopeful elect, that's right there with him.
That's right, man. Because what is the Lord even doing this for, man? The Lord's bringing judgment for his people, man.
That's right.
All right. The Lord's doing it for us. All right. He's shortening the days. He's having this devil speed up his mark of the beast. All right. His new world order plans. Everything is being sped up for the elect's sake, man. That's right. You know.
So that's why these uproars of the people that's happening right now from the state to state is actually important to understand what's going on with these things. All right, it's important to take heed to what's actually going on. You see, like I said, like we said, the brother said actually earlier, we link what's going on in the world to prophecy, or to the scriptures, and that's that equals prophecy.
You know, shalom to the Hakim on the comment board.
Shalom. Hey, yep, Shabbat Thumb. All right, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24. And I just started at 3.
Yeah.
And it reads, and it says, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming? And the end of the world.
That's right. And guess what? It's talking about the end of Esau's rulership, man.
Right.
All right. The world, the planet isn't going to be destroyed, man. All right. It tells you that in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1.
Yep.
All right. The earth shall abide forever. You know what I mean? So what is it talking about? It's talking about the end of this the rulership of the wicked, man.
Right.
Okay.
Now, when you go into that word "world," you know it's ion. Okay, and it's the G104 ion. Okay. Oh, Slakia. The G165 ion, and it says, "Forever and an unbroken age, perpetuity of time." Okay, it says period of time or age.
That's right.
So we know in Second Ezra it says Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So this is what the Lord was talking about. This is what the disciples meant when they asked the Lord, when is the end of the world? When is the end of Esau's rulership and the beginning of the time of the Lord's kingdom?
That's right. Yeah, because the Lord is about to return, man. All right, and that hasn't happened yet, man. Okay.
And it says, and Yahweh Shai answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
That's right.
See that ye not be troubled, for all these things must come to pass.
That's right. So you're gonna have guys that are gonna come and claiming that they're anointed, right? That they've been anointed by God, preaching you false doctrine, all right? And then also you're gonna hear uproars of the people. These are things that we're seeing, that we're witnessing right now, you know. So like rumors of wars. Yep.
Right? Yep. Rumors of wars. Yep. Rumors of wars, and we see that we already kind of mentioned that already with the the rumors of wars. I was just gonna hit on that. I mean, we see the tension between the countries right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna keep going. It says, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places.
And you can even go into that nation, nation versus nation. All right, there's 18 nations, man. All right, of a people. Man. Okay, so you're even gonna see so-called race riots, man, out here. Man. Okay, and then kingdom against kingdom, man. We're seeing that right now, man. Okay, but we're gonna see it at an even higher level, man. All right, once we get close to Yahweh Shai return, man.
For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, pestilences, earthquakes in diverse places.
Let's read that again. Let's slow that down, because that's coming.
Yep. And there shall be famines.
Famines. All right. It's talking about the scarcity of food, man. All right. A lack of food, man. All right. You already got people that's online, recording how their local grocery store, all right, the shelves are empty, man.
Right.
And that they're doing that. What is it called? I believe you brought it up, when they push all the food to the front to make it look like it's full.
Oh yeah.
up.
I can't think of the actual term.
Yeah. But they're doing that. They're doing that at a lot of these stores, man. All right. They're pushing all the canned goods and like the food and things to the front so that when you walk down the aisle, it looks like it's full.
Right.
But guess what? They don't have any more in the back.
Exactly.
Once you grab that last can of
SpaghettiOs.
Right, SpaghettiOs, man. That's it. All right.
That's
guess
it.
what? Little Timmy can't get none, man.
Right. And just just last year I was actually working in a food distribution warehouse, and we had low hours because there wasn't many people actually buying what we had. We didn't have what they wanted. The supply and demand was off. You see. So there's our hours was being cut because there's not much more work to do. But they said some of the other guys that was working there the year before, a year prior, said at this time we were making 50, 60 hours a week, and we're barely making 35 because nobody's getting there's not the supply and demand is off. Okay, now we remember what happened with the Panama Canal, and we have all these import and export that wasn't before the China thing happened. The food shortages was already happening. But hey, as soon as 2020 happened, everybody forget about it.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
But you best believe that all of these warehouses are losing food. They're running low on supplies. And real fast, Slaki. One way it's really running low is because even the food pantries that's out here are not giving as much food as they used to give people. You see, they're cutting down on what they can give to the homeless people or people in need because they don't have it. If they don't have it, the distribution centers are running low. The distribution centers run low. Your local stores are running low. You see?
Right.
So it's only a matter of time before it's done.
Yeah, but these are things that people, especially our people, 2/3 of the nation of Israel, so-called blacks, Latinos, Native and Seminole Indians, these are things that they're not paying attention to.
Right.
Jake don't care about nothing but getting up and doing some wicked shit that they do on a daily,
You want to?
Was that it on that?
Yeah, I mean, we could keep going, but I was looking for the uproars of people.
Yeah.
You said Matthew 24, though.
Well, I'll say get Matthew 24 first, but
okay.
We can get the uproars of people, then we're gonna jump to that.
It was 24:11, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, kind of. And then but yeah, man. All right. So all of these things that we're witnessing, man. All right. These are things that the disciples asked the Lord, man. All right. What shall be the signs? What should be the sign of the end of Esau's rulership, man, and the sign of your return? All right. And all the signs we're seeing now. So why isn't 2/3 of our own people, man, preparing themselves, man? All right, preparing themselves to meet Yahweh Shai, man. Because guess what, man? If you're not prepared, then guess what, man? You're gonna be cut off with the rest of this world, man. You're gonna be cut off with the wicked, man.
That's right.
Because we're living in a time where the Lord is drawing a line in the sand, all right? And if you're caught on the wrong side, man, guess what? You're getting judged. You're getting put to death, man. We'll see you in the kingdom.
That's why it's important to have the names of the Lord.
Yep.
I got this. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 3. It says, "Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world." You know what? Let me go back up. Salaki. There we go. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 1. And it reads, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Yeah, and we measure the time, man, all right? You see? The men of the Lord, all right, the prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, we measure the time diligently. How do we measure the time? Via the prophecies, man. All right? Once we see certain prophecies coming to pass, man, all right, or coming into fruition, all right, coming into reality, we know that's how we measure the time, man. We know that it's getting closer to Yahweh Shai returning, man. All right?
It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
That's right, man. And we're seeing the uproars of the people, man. All right. Now, people might shrug this off because this happens every now and then. Like I remember they were on the news. I was watching it earlier. They were comparing what's happening. They were comparing what's happening in L.A. right now to the Rodney King riots. Right. You know. Yep. Oh yeah, this happens every now and then. And then no.
See, what they're trying to do, they're trying to normalize this type of activity. Yeah. So, what do they call it? It's a term where they're trying to oh man, I can't think of it. If bros know, can y'all put it on the on the chat, on the comment board? But it's a word that they're using to pretty much familiarize us with these situations that's going on, so that we think that it's just a normal thing. You see?
Yeah.
But that's the thing. It's not. It's not just a normal thing, but.
It's not.
He's pushing. He's pushing his you know, Esau Edom. He's pushing his agenda.
That's right. Man. You know, he's working evil upon his bed. Okay, as it is written in the scriptures, man. Okay. Remember, this is the wicked, man. All right. You see, the people that truly run the earth, which are Edomites, by the way. All right. You don't see these people. You don't know their names. All right. You know. You never see them out and about. They're not celebrities. All right. They're in a castle somewhere, all right, in Europe, all right, in a dark castle somewhere, drinking, you know, little kids' blood, man, and then planning on how they can take off or like cut off the seed of the righteous, man. Yep.
And they do it. And another way they're doing it is by these riots. You see, these are, you know, if he that has an ear, let him hear. These are orchestrated. You see.
Well, you might forget the definition of order apkeo. Yep. You know, because the elder been going into it, man. I believe he made like 3 straight lessons about it, man. You know, but you know, this is orchestrated chaos, man. Okay, all right. They set the trap, right? Jake play into it, cause chaos, and then they come in like Superman. Oh yeah, I have the master plan, but that was the plan the whole time.
Right.
You know, you got it.
This is You know what? We normally get it on the online Edomite, right?
Order at KO?
Yeah.
I mean, it don't matter.
All right.
Just want to, you know, a brief definition of what order at KO is. You know, remember the scriptures talk about this devil, all right, being evil, man. All right. You see, he goes back to that serpent in the garden, man. Okay. He's the wicked. Okay. He can't sleep without doing something wicked, man. Okay, so of course he has proposed plans. All right, how you doing, bro? Of course he has proposed plans. Okay, to perform his wickedness, man. All right, but guess what? He needs everybody to believe that it's the right thing to do.
Right.
All right, that's where order apkeo comes from, man.
It says it is the motto signifying the pursuit of order and enlightenment from a state of chaos.
See. They set the trap, right? Which we're going to get into it. I have a video, all right, which proves that Esau Edom set up all of those riots and put out boxes of riot gear and things like that. All right, coming straight from the White House, the White House Speaker herself.
Right. And
You know?
if you think about it, you think about what happened in Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Oh, yeah.
The same thing happened there. So you can't say that it's not. You can't fight against it. You know it's them orchestrating it because they did the same thing. They said that one night that it was bricks that was laid out
Yep.
all down 22nd. And then when the riots start happening, hey, they already got the bricks, they already got the mortars or Molotovs or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
You see? So why not use them? They're there for our using. But that's Esau Edom. He set that up for Jake to do it.
Yeah. And Jake being lost sheep, what do? They go ahead and do it.
That's
you know?
right. But
all it takes is for one nigga to pick up a brick and throw it through a glass, man. It's like, you know?
and that's who it be. It be the people that they have employed.
Yeah, yeah, right.
The people that they have employed throw the first brick, throw the first rock.
Thank you.
And guess what? What Jake think? Oh, they for the people.
It's cool.
It's
cool then.
All right,
you know?
we gonna turn it up then.
Uh-huh.
And that's Jake. That's Jake.
Get it.
It's turning it up wrong or
Matter of
bad.
fact. So you said turn it up wrong or bad?
Yeah, if you turn it up for like, turn it up to see like, okay, y'all, I want to give, but I know if you give, people think you're weak and soft, and they, and I'm knowing that too, you know. But then if you don't say certain things to certain people, you know, you be like, okay, I don't care about that. I can walk past you because I'm bigger than you, you know. And they say you weak and soft and you're scared. Then when you do something to someone, oh, he's dangerous, he's the devil, he gets it up and all that.
Well, that's what they're doing. They're putting these bricks and putting everything out there. Then they're antagonizing the people. So when they're antagonizing the people, and the people march, right? They march or whatever, or they protest, and they're provoked. So, all right, you know how our people are. We're not gonna take that no more. We're not gonna take people just provoking us, right? And if they're not listening, they threaten us with the police, who's been threatening us for ages already. We gonna get mad and throw these bricks, but the bricks come from them.
Right.
They're the ones that's setting it up,
Yeah.
so that we can do that.
Yeah.
Why? So that they can go ahead and put order on us. They can bring their military in and have us at bay where they want us.
That's right.
You see?
Yeah.
That's the order at chaos. So they're gonna bring in their order, the military troops, out of the chaos that they caused.
That's right.
They created
Okay.
a chaos to create a solution.
Right.
Can I ask a question?
Go.
Okay. You say they bring in the military, right? And like 1, 2, 3 here, I see. Right? 3 good men. Good men.
Lord willing.
You know they bringing in this military. Most of them think it's for a right cause, right? Why y'all cannot help the military and give them your word to help too? Because
Who's helping the military?
no, I'm not saying,
No. I'm asking you who you talking about to help the military.
because you say they bringing all the military in, right? To stop to control you, right? Now, this good man is showing the military is not trying to, I'm not saying not trying to control it, but if you in the military, but you're gonna do what's right here as what you are. So you're gonna tell the people what's right.
But that's
military, in a military suit, or if not in your military suit.
But that's why they're not using American soldiers in military, okay? All right. Right now they're sending them off over there or whatever like that. But once Esau really puts the crackdown and wants to matter of fact, can you get the burning raft? Yeah. Once he really wants to crack down and sending his troops, he's gonna send in those UN troops, man. All right. Don't forget about the other illegal immigrants that crossed that border, okay? Because they found a lot of passport and a lot of currency from a lot of different other countries, okay? Russian currency, African or Hamite, currency, right? Chinese currency, all of those immigrants are have a flooded. You're talking about 50 million people, came in illegally per se, right?
Do you think they should be here or should they not? I'm
No,
asking
no.
I
you
mean,
now.
ultimately, if I may, ultimately, they're coming here to be judged by the Lord.
Exactly. Thank you.
Ultimately, no matter what, it's the judgment of the Lord.
Right.
And you said it's the military. You got to understand the military. This is the military's homeland. So they're only going to
United
go.
States, you know that.
They're only going to go so far to protect their own people and their own rights. So this American military is not going to be down with it. That's why the brother's saying about you have the other people that's from overseas and all these other nations that are pretty much in disguise right now. They're calling spies.
Hey,
Okay.
so like, if I may, you heard about what happened in South Africa, right? South Africa, they put out this campaign that white farmers were being persecuted and killed. All right,
It was a lot.
which was a lie, by the way. Yeah. Even the government of South Africa put out the numbers, and more African or Hamite farmers were being killed than Edomites. But they had to put out that campaign to us over here. Why? So that we'd be okay with Trump letting how many?
Right.
Thousands
Yeah.
of South African Edomites over here in America, right? Now, why are they over here?
What?
Now, why are they over here? Wait.
Wait,
Now, why are they over
I
here?
can't answer.
Right?
I can't answer because
So that
I
these
don't know
people
the-
can
I don't
join.
know what
So that these
answer
people
you
can
tell me
join.
one question.
Wait.
What is the Mennonite?
Wait.
What is-
I'm trying to give you an answer, right?
Okay.
So that they can join the UN. Okay. Don't forget about what in 2019 and 2020. All right. They brought in a lot of these military tanks and things like that on these trains, man.
Right.
Jake just forgot about that.
Right.
You know.
So when he say Edomite, he's talking about the
Yeah.
self-proclaimed white man.
Yeah,
Okay.
he know.
His
He been out here.
I know,
because
Yeah,
but that's what he-
Edomite, because
Yeah.
I like to think of Edomite, like, but then ain't Edomite coming all colors?
No.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
Well,
the seed of Esau, the seed of Esau, yeah, but the seed of
Thank
Esau,
you.
yeah.
Edomite coming all colors. That's
But
what
everybody comes in all colors.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So that
You
thing
can have,
ain't
you
coming
can,
all
you can
colors,
have,
can it?
you can have one of the tribes of Israel that might look like the other nations, and then vice versa, right?
Right.
You can have
That's an
somebody
Edomite,
that
right?
looks like,
You call them tears.
right, exactly.
You call them
You know,
tears.
so in that case, yes. Is that what you were referring to?
Yeah, like Mobile can look like, okay, he might don't be, he say he's black, but he can be a Edomite. He can be Puerto Rican. He can be a Edomite because he might stand for that Edomite stuff.
But the Edomite and the Puerto Rican are two different
St. John
things.
chapter 6,
Okay.
verse 44.
But it all depends on the spirit. Okay. The Lord, hey, he he spread it. Salakia. I just got my brain just went out because I'm trying to get back to the time.
No, so like it. Lord willing, it comes back. But
Okay.
we're gonna wrap this up. Go ahead with that.
This is John 6:44, and it reads, "No man can come to me except the Father."
Is it 6:44 that you are your father? You are your father.
I still got the second age of 16 as well.
John 8:44. Slide.
Yep. 84.
Yeah, because I kind of see where you're getting at as far as like our people.
No, you good, you good, bro. You good, you
Look,
good.
you're not disrespecting us. Trust me. we
I want
love
to
what's going on.
No debate or no. I'm
No,
here.
we love-
I'm here. Like okay, let me learn something new. When y'all do that, I
Yeah.
tell something. I take it with me, bro. I don't hear y'all. I listen to y'all.
Yeah. Okay.
So like you said, John 8.
John 8:44. Because our people, you have 2/3 of our people, which is a large mass of our own people, so-called blacks, Latinos, Native and Seminole Indians, all right, that are down with what Esau is doing, and they do come in that mindset as the devil. You see, you got it, bro.
This is John 8:44, and it reads, "Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do."
See, this is Yahweh Shai speaking to Israelites, all right, speaking to our people.
Right.
All right, you see, they are of their father. Now, how is the devil their father? Because they follow after and they serve this so-called white man, right? You see, they get down with the philosophies and the ways of life of Esau Edom.
Yeah.
He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth.
Abode, not in the
Abode.
truth. Okay. Yeah, keep going.
Because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it.
And that's the same spirit that our people come in. All right? A lying
So-
spirit,
so-
deceiving, murderers. All right?
But can that, let me ask you,
One more question, and then we're going to
Okay.
get that.
people,
Mhm.
you said, that's what they teach you.
You said people?
You said that's what what's called is teaching them.
Okay.
He's teaching them to be messed up.
Mhm.
Now, if you have, you yourself, you believe,
Okay.
dude can't get inside me.
Who?
Esau, the devil. He can't, I believe, to tell his ass no.
Yeah, but how do you gird up enough strength to actually tell him no?
Okay, say if he tell me, right, instantly, no, that was, he got demons with him. Oh, he don't like you. He just to stand. You know your mom. I mean, what he loves you for? Or shit like that. You bypass, because you know that's something speaking in your head that it's not right. You got to be like, man, you know, man, this shit ain't right, dog. Yeah, man,
Right.
man, thinking something that man ain't thinking
When
about me.
you said the devil, you talking about the spiritual demon Satan, or are you talking about the so-called white man?
He was talking about the thoughts that come
Yeah,
up in his own
yeah, because
in
he
his
said-
own mind.
Yeah,
So
He said the devil come with demons and be all over here.
Because I really believe that they do exist. That they will, if
Yeah,
you
they do
totally
exist.
got Sardine like, man, I don't believe in God. None, no, I don't believe in nothing. I believe some fuck, excuse me, using language, some fucked up going in your ass, dog. You know that it don't. Well, me, I'm be honest. Something that's got love. I don't believe in love because it's nothing but a bunch of lies, bro. You know, it's hurt. You know, don't tell me you love me because every time you love me, you hurt me. So I don't want it. You know, I'm gonna be honest. You know, and I don't want to be like saying that I'm different, but if somebody says they love me, bro, they hurt me, bro. So that's why I say no. I think it's like I don't supposed to use that word, so I don't try to use it no more.
What, hate?
No,
The
I
love?
can use it. Yeah.
Love?
I'm scared. I really tell a person I'm not going in no 18th century or no nothing like that. And I already tell a person, bro, I like you, or a female, bro, I already give you my heart. And then tell you I love you because if I feel if I tell you I love you, and I tell you I'm 10, I'm gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do some other shit. If I tell you that, you know, man, you got my heart. I ain't doing too much. I ain't doing too much to destroy that with you.
Right. But look, I love this brother right here. I love these brothers watching, and I love this brother right here. Right? We all love each other. We don't lie, cheat, steal, and stab each other in the back. We don't do that, all right? That's a separate thing, right? But you gotta understand what got our people to that position, all right? Is Esau Edom, all right? Everything leads all crumbs and bread and trails lead back to the devil, all right? Esau Edom, okay? Because he designed this what we call the hood, the projects, all right? The things that we eat, the way we learn in the school system, right? The movies, the music, everything is being controlled by this devil, okay? And guess what? Their people will never listen to that. Their people will never watch that. Their people will never live in the areas that we live, right? You see, because we're under the curses, all right? That's why people hate each other, man. All right, it says that in Deuteronomy chapter 28.
Okay, I got
Right.
one more question. I'm gonna leave. And see if any guy can answer it. Where did that word come from?
What, love?
Yeah.
It came from the scriptures. You got it?
no, I didn't get that. I got another one. But
I'ma
tell you what
you
you-
ain't gonna find that one.
Who? Yeah, we can find it. Yeah, you read that. I'm gonna get it. Go ahead.
Find that
I'm gonna read this to you because honestly, the biggest thing about love is you're supposed to love the Lord, and actually to love the Lord is actually fearing Him. All right, fearing Him and keeping His commandments. But this is the reason why we're out here. We love the Lord, and we're showing we love the Lord by doing what we're supposed to do in the sight of the
Because
Lord.
I fear him like a mud.
Okay, so I'm gonna read this real fast. This is the book of Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus chapter 25 and verse 12. It says, the fear of the Lord, Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, is the beginning of his love. So the Lord is going to love you if you fear him. But the way you show you fear him is by keeping his commandments and having faith in him. Showing obedience. It says, and faith is the beginning of cleaving unto him. Because that's what we're doing. We're trying to cleave unto the Lord for the times that come. That's where this message is ultimately coming. That's what we're ultimately saying. You have to fear the Lord in order to how can I say, in order to escape what's coming.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, there's things that's coming in the earth. That's what we're saying about these riots and these the things that we're seeing going on around the country. Only way you're going to escape those type of things is if you fear the Lord. Okay, and you got it.
This is the book of 2 John chapter 1 and verse 6, and it reads, and this is love, right? That we walk after his commandments. This is the commandment that as ye have heard from the beginning, and ye should walk in it. Okay.
So when they say walk in the commandments, that means you have to adjust your life according to what the scriptures is telling you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know we all knew that it was 10 commandments, right? But technically it was more than that. It was 613. You already know?
You already know?
I already that like.
Okay, okay. Let me ask you a question. Since you know, brother, right? Why you smoking? I just seen you.
Yeah, baby. I smoke weed too.
See? But you know.
And I do know.
But see, that's why we read earlier in
I do know.
the book of Ezekiel chapter
But
33.
But I do know
That our people hear our words. It sound they hear this new song.
But that don't stop me from being who I am.
Huh?
Smoking do not stop me.
What's more important, you being who you are according to you, or you being what the Lord requires you to be?
It's required what the Lord. Required what the Lord. Required what the Lord wants you to be.
Right.
The Lord gave you, me, him, choice.
I knew you was gonna say that. I knew you was gonna say that. Get that in Proverbs. Get that in Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 20. Matter of fact, you got something. Go ahead, bro.
No, I'm gonna.
Baba Shah, get that in Proverbs chapter 20 and verse 24. Baba Shah. You know,
He every day.
we don't have free will.
I just read this to somebody today.
You got it?
This is Proverbs 20 and 24, and it reads, man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understandeth his own way?
Read that one more time.
Proverbs 20 and 24.
Yeah, that's
This is Proverbs 20 and 24, and it reads, man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way?
Yeah, so you really don't even understand. If we really truly had free will, we wouldn't even understand what to do. Let's be honest. You see, you're into certain things.
Don't.
Huh?
They don't.
Right.
They don't even know themselves. They don't know how capable their mind is. They don't know that man is the last thing to be here on earth. Birds and all that stuff is here. Animals here first. You all people all have unique.
That's not what Genesis says.
No, hold on.
Genesis said everything was made.
Yeah, okay.
Every living creature was made.
Yes, I'm saying that too. Everything was made before man. All the animals and stuff was here first. And then I'm saying this as a point.
Well, man is an animal.
Yeah, and I'm saying this as a point. This man was last.
Yeah.
God gave man the gift to train animals.
Did he give? Wait. Did he give all men?
It's if all men have have animals in him, he has the gift.
Okay, you talking about the breath of life, right? Because he only gave that to Adam.
Right.
He didn't give that to all men.
He gave Adam dominion over the animals.
That's right.
Which means
And the people.
So
dominion over the animals and the people. But we're not gonna jump into that. Let's continue with this. Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna prove this to you real fast, and then we gonna keep going because
because we got to get back to
this is the book of Job, chapter 33 and verse 15, and it reads. It says, "Look, in a dream, in the vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men."
When you go to sleep, right?
Yeah. Right. It says, "In slumberings upon the bed." So when you're sleeping, right? You take your ass to sleep. You all yawning and
snoring,
slobbering, all of that. Yeah. It says, "Then he opened up the ears of men, and sealeth their instruction."
What's in between your ears? Your mind, right? So guess what? When you wake up in the morning and you have a thought to do something, the Lord sealed that instruction in you. Man.
Right.
We don't have free will.
Right. So the Lord downloaded it into your mind when you were sleeping, what you're going to do the next day. That's what it's saying. So we don't have free will. All of this is already orchestrated.
That's right.
He said, I am the Alpha and the Omega. I am the beginning and I am the ending. This thing has already been played out.
The Lord
You
said,
just, we just hoping that we walking in the right direction. You know, Lord willing, we are.
the Lord said a bird doesn't fly out of the sky. It's like a bird doesn't drop out of the sky dead,
that's
man,
the Lord ordained it.
unless He ordains it.
That's right.
So nothing happened. All of this death, even life being born into the earth, the Lord ordained that to happen. Man. There's no free will.
I give you this real fast. He said, I make. He said, I bring up, I bring down, I live.
Yeah. But hey, there's no free will, man. All right, you have to live not according to you, just like we can't live according to us, right? If it was up to us, what's today? A Wednesday, a beautiful day. It's almost 90 degrees out here, man. We would be somewhere kicking it or chilling, right? But this is no, this ain't kicking. This right here. It's not kicking. No,
Right. This is kicking.
you know what I'm talking about as far as kicking.
Yeah,
Kicking it, huh?
What's your kicking like? You don't go to
No,
no
I'm
club?
talking about the worldly kicking.
Oh, okay.
Right? Going out, you know, anything you can think of, right? Do as thy will. We're not doing it as we want to, man, okay? We're doing as we need to, man, okay? Because our lives were given to the Lord, man, okay? We are here to serve the Lord. So that's why we're out here, right? People probably driving past looking at us like, look, laughing, you know, scoffing, because we're out here in our garments, all right? With Bibles in our hands, all right? Reading and professing the word of the Lord, man. You see? So no, this ain't kicking it. This is doing the work.
People lie.
You got it.
People lie. Seem like that bothers.
Well, outside of the elect, all of these people are ignorant, because to be ignorant is to not know, right? And what don't they know? They don't know the Lord. You got it, bro.
This is Isaiah 45:7, and it says, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord Yahweh, do all these things. See? So the Lord does it all. The Lord is the one, He's the author behind this. Okay? And I'm going to get this real fast. Because I just
And this is the last one.
Yeah. Yep.
We ain't wanna know
You
what
know
you
what?
got.
We can stop right there. That's fine.
Yeah,
because
that's
I want
fine.
to get to
That's
your
fine.
video.
Appreciate you
'cause-
coming by, though, bro.
Yep. It started because it started at 7.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, I know. It's all good. Come on. It's all good.
Oh, okay. Well, we can go into this video and then we can wrap it up, all right? But going back into the topic, Akin, right?
Salaki.
All right. We're not as good because the scriptures talk about being ready to answer every man, right?
Yep.
You know, and that's why we study to show ourselves approved, so we can answer, you know, in any type of question. That that guy was just all over the place.
Yeah, he's been here plenty of times. He
ain't really listening.
He come up a lot. Yeah.
You know, but look, we just read Ezekiel chapter 33 about our people, you know, loving what we say and it sounds good to them like a lovely song or a lovely instrument, but they will not hearken. That's a perfect example of that, man. This guy, I know you don't know, but this guy been coming past and stopping the camp for years.
Yeah.
You know,
People that are not even bugged out are like that too.
he's bugged.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm saying, but you know what I mean. Like,
He's too far gone.
He's too far gone, man. All right.
You know,
But-
I mean, if the Lord have mercy on him, have mercy on who He
yeah.
have mercy on.
Because he
he
is
didn't.
at peace. Yeah.
He's not scoffing or nothing
Yeah.
like that. You know, he just, you know,
You know. But let's get back to this uproars of the people, man.
kind.
Okay, because this right here is going to transform. It might seem like something that might fly by night, but this is going to transform into something much larger. Why? Because you see how this devil is orchestrating it. All right.
That's right.
You see that who is that? Donald Trump. All right, has sent out what is that?
Marines.
The Marines.
Yep.
All right. Without even getting the order from the governor of California, man.
Yep.
You know.
It's kingdom against kingdom right there.
Right. You see? They're like, no. You ain't got it under control. Send them in.
So
you
like
know?
I meant a kingdom divided against itself. That's what I meant.
Yeah, come on. But I want to play this video. All right. Salakia. I want to play this video. It's gonna show me a commercial, of course. Salakia. 1 second. All right. But this is from today, actually. Okay. You had the Speaker of the House. All right. Lee Avid. All right. I forgot it. Her name is Lee Avid. Okay. It said Lee Avid briefs press on White House response to LA riots. Right. But I want you to peep what she said at 13 minutes and 22 seconds. I wrote it down. Okay. I want you to peep what she says. I'm gonna turn it up, Lord willing. I'll bring it in both cameras too. All right. But peep what she says.
We're very much focused on our trade and economic relationship with China.
Does the president believe he can free Jimmy Lai from prison?
I will check with the president. It's certainly an important issue, and I'll get back to you.
The president said yesterday that paid insurrectionists were behind or involved in the protests in Los Angeles. Does the White House have any more details about who they believe is paying these protesters?
The president spoke about this last night when he returned from Fort Bragg, because frankly, the president has a lot of common sense. And if you look at some of the imagery that we have received from the Department of Homeland Security and ICE and law enforcement who are on the ground, you will see boxes and boxes of very professionalized masks and rioting equipment being dropped off for these protesters. So it's a good question the president is raising.
What did she say? Let's hear it one more time.
And law enforcement who are on the ground, you will see boxes and boxes of very professionalized masks and rioting equipment being dropped off for these protesters. So it's a good question the president is.
You see? So it's not a conspiracy theory, man.
Right.
Okay? It's not a fucking conspiracy theory. Excuse my French. All right? But you got a lot of jakes that just wave off information, man. Wave off warnings, man. All right? But like she said, professionalized mask and riot gear. You see, these people can't make professional riot gear, right? And who's dropping it off in boxes?
Jake barely want to deliver your damn package to your door.
Right.
You think he gonna
right. Deliver your food and shit.
Make some riot gear.
Right. You know,
Man.
yeah, you know, like, come on, man. It's not a conspiracy theory, man. All right. Now that's from the White House speaker, Lee Avid. All right. That's from her own mouth, herself. Okay, today. All right. That the Homeland Security has found boxes and boxes full of professional riot gear. Okay. You see, fresh out of the factory.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Still got the plastic on that shit. You see what I'm saying? Handing it out to these people, and what are they doing? They're putting it on, and like the brother mentioned earlier, all it takes is for that one implant, right? You see, that one agent to take a brick, to put on the stuff, take a brick, and throw it. You see, and now Jake being lost sheep, they're gonna follow that. You see, you got it.
Hey, that's the same thing they did in Kenosha. They put those bricks out there. They started it, and then they got their little agent provocateurs to go ahead, and they gave them the go ahead. And then after that, Jake just gonna take it. Jake took it and went with it. You know, that's why you see the riots. But this is Micah chapter 2 and verse 1. It says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity, and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hands." And who has the power? Esau, Edom. Who has the power? Who has all of that riot gear? Who produced all of that stuff? You know?
The book is, Job chapter 9 verse 24. All right, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, man. All right. You see, the wicked is ruling the earth right now. That's why you see uproars of the people, fire for wars, and all these other things, man.
Yep.
Okay, when the righteous are in authority, the people are going to rejoice, according to the scriptures, man. According to prophecy, all right? And the earth is not rejoicing right now, man, all right? It's languishing, man, all right?
See, and I'm gonna just read it one more time. Woe to, this is Micah 2 and 1. It says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice." They do these. All of this stuff was planned. You see, while Jake is in the middle of the night sleeping, you know, they're coming together, making up plans in a way of taking you down. You see?
Yeah. Let's put out this new Mountain Dew flavored soda, but let's put, you know, all of these chemicals in it so it can take these niggas out.
Right.
You know, this is what this devil does, man.
Yep.
All right.
And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage.
Yeah. You see, they take away nationalities like they took our nationality. You got those small hat, you know, big nose people over there in the land of our forefathers are pretending to be us. You see, but guess what? Those people are Edomites, man. All right, which lines up with the precept that the brothers just brought out. But I also want to bring this information out too. I had to write it down. Okay. Because not only do you have riots going on in Chicago, you have it in Chicago. Okay. So like not only do you have riots in LA, okay, you have it in Chicago. All right. Now I wrote this down because I came across a news report today, right? So reported from Chicago, all right, about the Chicago protests, because they're protesting in Chicago too for the ICE deportation act or thing, right? It says I put down a car drove through a crowd of protesters, injuring one. Okay, so in the middle of the protest, you had a burgundy car, all right, drive through, you know, and people knew better, right? In Chicago, boy, they knew better to get the hell out of the way, right? They wasn't like them people in New Orleans, man. Like that one chick, she tried to run and got squished, but you know they got out of the way except for one woman. You know, hey, call hello about Shemal Shah because it was a nigga. Okay, and so a car drove through a crowd of protesters, injuring one. All right, the car eventually stopped. All right, and and what came out of the car was what? A nigga woman. Okay, a so-called black woman, a black queen, right?
Oh man,
bro.
I ain't gonna lie. I got this picture in my head real fast,
bro.
About you remember what was it? Was it San Andreas? What was those, the Grand Theft Autos?
Yeah.
When you kill somebody on the game and they had their little silhouette.
Yeah.
That's how she was. Like,
yeah, she was.
I forgot. They have this billboard in South Milwaukee.
Show the camera. See, look, protests. See, look, they're about to incite the people, man.
right.
So like, I don't know if anybody can see, but it says, "Fuck ICE. This community fights back."
Show it right there.
Oh, okay.
You see it?
I know.
And this is a billboard right here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
All right. You show that camera.
There you go.
You see?
And it's in the suburbs.
Brothers and sisters, man. Now, who paid for that?
Right.
All right.
We ain't put that up there.
Who bought that billboard and put it up there, man?
See that?
All right. You think you're gonna be able to go downtown and actually say, hey, look, I want to purchase a billboard. They're gonna ask you what you're gonna post on there. Right. What are you promoting? I'm gonna put fuck ICE on there. Yeah, you know what? Go ahead and do it. $35. Yeah, go ahead and do it. No.
Yeah, fuck them.
No. All right. That lets you know Esau Edom is behind that, man. Okay. But so like, let me finish this off. All right. So after that car drove through the crowd of protesters in Chicago, all right, out popped the nigga woman. She ran out of gas.
Yep.
You seen that? She ran out of gas, and guess what the good old Edomite man did, right? He got behind the car. They got behind the car and tried to push the car. She got her dumb ass out the car, showed her face, right? Notice her face was out. She said, and hopped back in the car, right? And then because they seen her face, they located her within the protest earlier that day.
Right.
She was literally in the protest protesting, and then later just started to run, tried to run everybody over in the protest. All right, the N-dub is through. Okay. But Salakia, and then on top of that, right, because that happened, because of the protests inside of Chicago with all the riots, right? What happened is today, Trump sends ICE tactical teams into Chicago, man, via Mayor Brandon Johnson. That was announced today, okay? Donald Trump gave Mayor Brandon Johnson, he said, in 48 hours, we sending them in. And call halal y'all about Shimmy outside, man, because you niggas need a foot in your ass, man.
That's right.
Especially in Chicago, okay? Yeah. All over Babylon, okay? But our people are wilding, man. It's getting hot, right? Just over the weekend, in 2 days, there has been 16 people shot dead, man, right here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, man. You see? 16 people, man. All right? Because our people want to come out of hiding, right? In the winter. Yep. Want to come out of hiding. Ooh, it's hot. Let me go out and kill somebody, man.
Yep.
Jake gotta go. All right? And that's why these scourges and these punishments are going to be for an amendment, man. You see? For you Israelites, man. You wicked Israelites. You got it.
I was going to end it off with this.
Okay, Khan. You got it, bro.
Oh, Khan. Well, like the brother said, hey, also, you know what? Also, I did just give word, we'll see if it happened, but there's supposed to be getting more protests and stuff like that supposed to be happening in, Kenosha, Wisconsin. You see, again, so, we'll just keep our eye open, see if they bring things here, but, eventually it's going to be everywhere. You know, eventually it's gonna be everywhere.
Yep. Sorry, right there. We gotta bring that up.
Yep.
This is 2nd Esdras 15 and 14, and it reads, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein."
That's right. It's talking about all of you people, man. Okay? All of you people, man. All right? Outside of the elect. You got it.
For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh.
That's right. And who was the Lord's sword? Esau Edom, man.
Yep.
All right?
He was blessed with the sword.
Which is going to come in the form of that what? These tactical forces,
Yep.
right? The UN troops, all right? The military, and etc. You got it.
And one people shall stand up and fight against another.
Yep. One people shall stand up and fight against another. Are we not seeing that happen now?
Right. And
Right.
that's exactly what these protests are evolving into.
The people against the government, right? That's
it.
pretty much what it is, man. All right. You got ICE out there hopping out of vans while Issachar's at work, right? Hopping out of vans and snatching these niggas up, man. And the people are protesting against that. You got it, bro.
And swords in their hands.
Guns. The modern day sword is artillery weapons. Excuse me. You got it.
For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes.
Read that over right here.
For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes.
That's right. And the modern day kings and princes are who? The presidents, the mayors, the aldermans, right? They're not going to regard them, man. And that's what you're seeing. You know, the preview of that right now. You know, you got it.
That word sedition, and this is just in the Merriam-Webster. All right, it says incitement of resistance to or insurrection against lawful authority.
That's right. Is that not what we're seeing right now with these riots?
Insurrection against lawful
That's prophecy,
authority.
baby. Okay, that's prophecy, man.
Moving.
Right. Prophecy's speaking so loud and screaming.
Hey.
All right. That's look. Hey, man, look. In a minute, you people are going to realize that the Lord sent prophets among you, man.
That's right.
Okay. You got it.
And the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Yeah, because in a minute, you know, and Trump is the right man to do it.
Right.
You know.
Well, I mean, he kind of, you know, a little offshoot to that would be him making his curfew.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
We understand, you know, going to a city, they got city checkpoints where they're going to be cutting off the cities, but also he's implementing that curfew in LA right now.
And Chicago.
And in Chicago. Yeah, you can't go nowhere.
From this time to this time, nigga, if we see you out there, you're going to jail.
Yep, 8 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Yeah. But in a minute, them curfews gonna get draconian.
Right.
Okay?
Yep.
Nigga, if we see you out here from this time to this time, nigga, you're getting shot.
Right.
Okay? You're getting put to death.
You don't got an adequate reason to leave your abode.
You better go get your groceries and go to them corner stores, get your liquor and whatever, get your pork, whatever you got to do before 8 p.m. You know? Yeah, correct.
They're taking away your food stamps, Keisha. You ain't gonna be getting shit.
No, you ain't getting nothing. Ain't getting nothing.
For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled.
Because of their what?
Because of their pride, the city shall be troubled.
Because of their pride, man. All right? Which what links to 2nd Esdras chapter 9 and verse, was it 9 and 50 or 8 and 50? All right?
Yep.
You see?
Yep.
So because of your pride, that's why the Lord is bringing this instruction upon you, man. You know? You got it. You keep going with that.
The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Houses shall be destroyed, and man shall be afraid. Why?
A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword,
All right.
and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
Yep. They're gonna be breaking in each other's houses, all right, like we were going into earlier, because of the lack of bread, the lack of food, all right, of famine, all right, and not even just famine of food, man, but even of toiletries and you know different products and things like that. You know, you're gonna see the nigga women breaking in your house to try to get a tampon, man. Okay. I need some more hair glue so I can glue my lace front back on, man.
Right.
You know, do you have any? You know, like it's about to get reckless out here, man. All right. what that's what I wanted in Matthew chapter 24. Wax the love of many wax and color. That's what I wanted.
Yeah. I'm
You
gonna
know.
read this real fast. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 8 and verse 50. It says, "For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride."
Great miseries.
Yep.
Great miseries, man. It's gonna be great misery. Oh, sorry, you can go into that word misery, or can you hold that? But can you just go to the Google maybe and grab the definition of the word misery? Okay. The Lord said great misery, man. Great meaning large. Okay. A lot of it. Okay. You got whatever.
This is the book of Matthew chapter 24 and verse 12. This is what the brother was actually trying to go into earlier. All right, it says, "And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold."
Iniquity is what? Sin upon sin upon sin.
That's right.
All right. So it's gonna be a lot of wickedness going on out here, man. All right. And it says the love of many are gonna wax cold, man. Why? Because it's gonna be a lack of food, a lack of bread, a lack of security. All right. A lack of even the security of knowing what's gonna happen later or what's gonna happen tomorrow. The scriptures talk about how the windows are gonna be darkened, and these people are gonna be perplexed. All right. So those times are coming, man. And what you niggas are doing, rioting, all right, you giving this devil permission to come in and do these things, man. You know, which is all of the Lord. It's all of the Lord. You know, you got it.
This is a definition of misery, and it says, a state or feeling of great distress or discomfort of mind or body. Also, a cause or source of great distress or discomfort.
Y'all, hey, y'all won't be comfortable no more.
That's right.
You know, every little step you take, you're gonna worry if you're gonna die. You're gonna worry of what you're gonna eat. You're gonna worry about your kids. You're gonna worry about your family. You see? Well, to be honest, in that time, love of many wax cold. You ain't gonna be worried about your family. You're gonna be worried about you.
Yeah. Me. These people are gonna be selfish. Is gonna be in bold letters in that time, man. All right. But many great miseries, man, are gonna happen to you people, man. Like the brother said, no comfortability, man. You people are too damn comfortable out here, man. All right. Especially you Edomites, man. All right. But our people are too damn comfortable, man. You know. Well.
Oh, you can finish that.
Yeah.
Second Ezra 15 and 19, and it reads, a man shall have no pity upon...
Yeah. You got it.
Okay. So like, Second Ezra 15 and 19, and it reads, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation.
It's gonna be a lot of chaos going on out here, right?
We saw that in what's that movie? The End of the World. What's the one called?
I know what you're talking about. Civil War, right?
Yeah. It was Civil War. The one. What was the one before?
The one going before it.
Because he went up on his neighbor's porch and he's like, "I know you forever," type shit. But he's like, "Nah, yeah, nope, yeah." His dog. It's his dog.
I forgot the name, man. Salaki. I know what you're talking about, though. I forgot the name. Salaki. I forgot.
Behold, saith God, saith Yahweh, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Libanus.
That's it. That was the point. You got it.
All right, this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 1. And it reads, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not.
And that's exactly what Jake don't want to do. We just saw an example of that. Man. All right, this guy, been sliding in and out of camp for years, man. All right, you see, but then he wants to come and try to converse, which, hey, Lord willing, he repents, right? But then he pulled out a vape pen and just started blowing, man.
Right.
While we're reading the scriptures, man.
Right.
Okay.
Nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. And that's what's about to happen. You see, Esau Edom is about to come down. The scriptures talk about he's going to come down on you having great wrath. Those are the times you want to be prepared for. That's why remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, before these evil days come. They're here. They're just slowly ramping up. These days are evil. These times are already evil. You can see it by everything in the world. Like you were saying, 16 people got their ass taken back to the spirit world. You see?
Right.
And it's more, and it's heaps of more news coming out that Jake is just getting slaughtered. You know, females, children, men, women, children. It don't matter.
Shit, ICE is snatching up. I was watching that earlier, man, because you know I wanted to watch some news reports on it, right? But they say how like 5 or 6 ICE agents over in California, man, hopped out and snatched up a Issacharite woman that was pregnant, man.
Yeah,
Snatched her ass right up, rough.
Yep.
Bitch, get in the van. We're getting you back to Mexico. You see?
Hey, they don't. Hey, the Lord. Look, the Lord don't care. All right. The Lord is not. What do you say? Well, he is selective. He's selective of his remnant. Okay, but everybody else who's outside the will, who's outside of the hedge of the Lord, you know, you have these things coming to you. You see? Yeah, exactly. Yep. Because that's a precept, that's a commandment. He said, "Return to thy Creator, or remember thy Creator in the days of thy youth." You know, and that's right now where we're able to come out on the highways and byways to listen to the prophets. We're able to pray. We're able to fast. We're able to call on His names, and there are names. All right, Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, and Yahweh Shai's name is the only begotten Son. Those are the names you got to run into. That's Proverbs 18:10 says.
Those are names you have to have faith in, and you have to call out to for help. All right, but 2/3, you know, they're gonna go and lean upon their oppressor for help. Man. All right, but we lean not upon our oppressors anymore.
That's right.
You know.
This is Revelations 12:12, and it reads, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea."
I said, whoa.
Whoa. Yep. Woe means destruction. See? Go ahead, bro.
For the devil is come down unto you.
Who's the devil? All right. Well, I was trying to break down to that guy. All right. The devil and Satan. You know, Satan is a spiritual demon, man. Okay. All right. On the left-hand side, but the Lord controls him. The Lord tells him what to do. Okay. All right. This devil is talking about the physical counterpart, man, of Satan, man. Okay. All right. The seed of Esau, man. The seed of the wicked. All right. You got it.
For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Esau Edom knows that his time is running out.
That's right.
You know that Dame Dollar, when he hit a shot, he do like that. Esau looking at his clock, and he know, right? And not just any clock, prophecy, man. Okay, it's a reason why the angels of the Lord have been popping up, man. Okay, at all of their military sites. Okay, making themselves known and visible. It's a reason why the men of the Lord are on the highways and hedges all across the 4 winds, but especially here in Babylon the Great. Okay, this devil is shaking in his boots, man. Okay, the scriptures talk about, right? The scriptures talk about how
great fear fell upon them that seen him.
That's right.
And that's what that's what he's eating.
Yeah, great fear. Great fear,
He's
man.
scared. He has to push forward his agenda. You see how quick this happened? It didn't take that long for people to start rioting in different states. Now you got 3, 4, 5, maybe different states that the uprisings of the people are happening.
Yeah, that's right.
They're happening right now.
Okay.
Hey, and that's soon to come to you.
That's right. You know, and hey, man, look. I pray to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai that He brings the uncomfortableness. All right, if that's a word, right? The uncomfortability to you people, man, sooner than later. All right, but according to prophecy and how it's looking, that's coming. Look at that.
Bro, you missed it how we came down.
Look at that.
Bro, you missed it how we came down, bro.
Yeah, give me a feather, man. Bobby Gashan. They always give me a feather, man.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I got plenty of feathers, bro. On what?
Come.
I done handed
Hold
feathers
on.
out, bro.
Yep. Mine is still on.
Give me a feather.
Salaki, mine is. Okay, there we go.
With a your phone, bro.
Okay, there we go.
With a your phone, dog.
No, I just went.